Stephen, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
Good, good to see you.
Good to see you.
And just have to say, this was just such a fun and delightful and enjoyable movie. What was the experience like for you, especially knowing that you're going from yourself to playing a little mouse on a shoulder?
Well, I really sort of loved the script when I read it. I hadn't read the original book on which it was based, but I loved the idea of a story about the origins of Father Christmas, of Santa Claus, because it seems to me they've done a lot of origin stories for all the superheroes, right? You know, Batman and Spider-Man and everyone else. But we've not done, in fact, they've done it for Sherlock Holmes. They've done it for so many iconic characters, but not for Father Christmas. And I thought, what an inspired idea. And so that was the thing that seemed appealing to me. And when they said that you're going to be the voice of a talking mouse, I thought, well, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I'm obviously perfect to play a mouse, as I am 6'7".
Right.
But it was a real blast because Gil, who's the director and one of the writers, he and I sort of riffed and joked around, ad-libbed in the recording booth, and plus, because I was just in the one recording booth, I didn't have to do makeup and hair. I could show up kind of like I am now. Like I'm just wearing boxers underneath, below here, and it's kind of like when I'm on a recording booth. I don't shower, I don't shave. And so it was a really fun exercise. And also, I was trying to channel, I don't know if you picked up on this, but I was trying to channel one of my comedy heroes, who's the late and great Bob Hope. And when I was growing up, I loved the Bob Hope movies. I loved the kind of cowardly, nervous guy. He's always in kind of scrapes and was trying to sort of just, kind of wise ass and kind of trying to, protect his own skin. And I sort of tried to channel a little bit of that. And I figure a lot of young people won't remember Bob Hope, so I can sort of steal his act, and no one will notice.
I have to laugh on two counts. One, when you were describing how you're dressed and everything, that's how we've been doing junkets for the past year and a half. Everything.
I'm sure it is.
And it's,
I'm having a toe manicure as we speak. I'm having a pedicure. You can't even tell.
oh, gee, I need something like that. It hasn't been done for almost a year. But yes, I know what you mean. No, that's great. That's great. And
But
like
also
I said,
the thing about the recording booth was that I had to take my glasses off because they put a contraption on my head with a camera pointing at me to capture my facial movements. And so I had to take them off, but then I had to wear contact lenses because I'm very blind without the glasses, couldn't see the movie screen. And then I can't put contact lenses in. So I had to call an optometrist in every time I recorded to put eye contact. So I ended up being like a diva, like with these demands. I need an eye doctor to come. I'm not going to do it myself. So it ended up becoming a much more sort of ambitious project for me than I anticipated.
oh wow. And what was it like, say, like after it was all done, all completed? Because like you said, you're seeing different things from different angles when you're doing it. What was it like when you got to see the whole thing completed and just seeing it on the screen?
Well, I just loved the sort of epic kind of fairy tale quality to me. It felt to me a bit like a sort of fable, and like a good sort of fairy tale or a good fable, that the hero has to go through a lot of hardships before he sort of reaches his destiny, and he understands what his sort of role in life is. And I like that. I liked that sort of classic fairy tale story quality. I think that's something which I always really respond to. And it's something that I liked as a kid and I still like. And I'm sort of hoping that sort of particularly younger kids will really respond to that. I feel like I've got a young niece and nephew, and I'm excited to let them see it, because that's just, I love those sorts of stories that engage with you. And then once you've seen them, they feel like they were stories that were always there. They're sort, you know what I mean? They're sort of part of the fabric. And then hopefully this will become a Christmas classic that gets shown every year and I get paid every year.
Love it. Can't wait for my grandchildren to watch it. Stephen, thank you so much. Really enjoyed this. And also have to say, one time I was in LA in a cab that is. We drove past the Bob Hope Center, and I told the guy, I said, "Oh, Bob Hope Center." I said, "Do you know who that is?" He's like, "No." I said, "Oh, well, what do you plan on doing after driving?" He says, "I want to get into the movie business." It was like, good luck, pal. Good luck. Learn your history.
Well, yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a big fan of him. So I hope that now I've told you I've stolen his act. I hope his estate don't try and sue me. Maybe you should cut that bit out.
We'll cut that part out of the interview. Don't worry about it. Stephen, thank you so much.
Thanks, mate.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Hello, very well, Greg. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. Good to see you all.
Good to see you
Enjoyed
too.
the movie very, very much. Very nice and heartwarming, which means, Henry, I want to start with you. I mean, after all, the movie basically is named after your character, about how Christmas got started. What was it like for you to be involved in this project?
Um, it was great. Obviously, it's my first role, and to be given an opportunity to portray a character in such a massive project in such a massive and such an incredible story with such a massive, amazing cast of actors who I've grown up watching, who are at the top of what they do. Yeah, it's amazing, and hopefully I can, you know, hopefully it's helped me as an actor in my career to move forward and hopefully get onto bigger things. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have any problem with that. Do you, Gil?
No, I'm just imagining bigger. I guess we're small fries now, Henry. We'll try to live up to your expectations with the next one.
The boy who invented
Greg, I'll answer honestly. I've worked with a lot of young performers in my life. From the very first moment with Henry, I saw something that I knew would be able to, if we did our job, to carry on to the screen and to bring actual magic to life on the screen. And that thing was an honesty and an openness in Henry's eyes and in his ability to communicate emotion in a way that's not forced, but grounded and relatable. And I just felt like that was catching lightning in a bottle. And I knew that from the first time I saw him on tape, the first time we met, and then when we had him on set and he and Mikel started doing their scenes, there was just a reality that you can't, you don't see every day.
And especially when you mentioned the word magic, I was just saying, Mikel, it's like with you, we see your character on screen and it is seeing you, in basically an animated thing. What's that like, just to look up and go, yeah, that's, a cartoon or animation, but that's me I'm looking at.
You mean for example, in the animation on the walls?
No, just even like with the way some of the character looked as well.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. Absolutely true. And that's sometimes you have to wrap your head around around that. I was also thinking about something that Gil said, and that's very exciting. That's very exciting for me as an actor. When you working with somebody like Henry, who, especially by the time I came on set, had this supernatural rapport with Gil and is so open and so honest in his performance. It's very challenging as an adult to try and measure up to that honesty, because it's like Henry wasn't holding back anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but one of the things that I got to see, and this is part of Mikel's skill set as a performer and as a parent, which was a sort of a critical part of him understanding the emotional investment in this relationship, is that he started to find ways to build his own rapport with Henry that extended beyond the scenes. And so that did a lot of bridge building. And so when you see moments on the screen that feel like there's a real father-son bond, that's a testament to what these two gentlemen forged off the screen. And I was just the beneficiary of it.
Thank you, Gil.
Thank you.
I say no, but like you said, very, very nice all the way around. And Henry, like you said, since this was your first one, what is it like to actually see yourself, be it live or animated, on screen for the first time?
In all honesty, I hate the sound of my own voice, which isn't brilliant, seeing as I've got to watch it quite a few times.
Well, that's good news, because your voice was very different in the
that is
film,
true.
So you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, it is amazing though, just to see from like the building blocks of making it, like which we all saw at the very start of production to then what
I was amazed by this film was also so technical, and I was always so impressed with how well Henry fared with that challenge of shooting this film.
Yeah, lots of CGI and stuff, but yeah, to see that now come to life and to see it on screen, it's just it's incredible. It's surreal for me, and I guess for everyone else involved with it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Guys, thank you all so very, very much for your time. Happy holidays. Look forward to watching this with my grandkids. I know they're going to enjoy.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Take care.
Thank you.
Take care. You guys too.
Bye.